didn't know they had an episode that talked about my dad's stomach. Bottomless pit, yeah.
That used to be me.
I guess your dad eats a lot.
Well, he used to. He doesn't as much anymore. Ever since, watching my dad age has been one of the weirdest things ever, because I remember my dad, keep in mind, when I was 8 years old, my dad had just turned 30. My dad was young when my sister and I were born. My dad was 22 when I was born and 19 when my sister was born. And the thing is, with that, that's just, that to me scares me. Because by the time my dad was my age, I was 10. I was 10 years old when my dad was 32, where I'm at. And the fact that I don't have kids yet, my dad has just been like, well, dang, son. Yeah, you did better than I could. Because my parents got married out of spite. They both said that. They married just to spite their parents. They loved each other, but at the same time, it was a marriage built on not a good foundation. So it didn't last. But the whole thing with my dad when I was growing up was he was big, strong. He could literally build you a house from the ground up. He was one of the smartest people I knew whenever it came to conventional wisdom. And then I think it was a few years ago, I started to see just how frail he was getting. His knees weren't the same. His back, he injured his back a few years ago and never fully recovered from it. His shoulder, his right shoulder's really bad right now. Don't get me wrong, my dad, in a fight, he could still go, but nowhere near he used to be. My dad literally had a brick for a fist. You ever played the game Hard Knocks?
Bloody Knuckles?
Yeah, Bloody Knuckles or Hard Knocks. My dad won.
I used to all the time when I was young and dumb.
My dad won every time, no matter who he was going against. He would just bark skin off of people's knuckles, just 2 or 3 hits, just gone. Yeah. And he didn't use these knuckles. He used these. He used his front knuckles to really rake in there, because you can do this all day and it'll shave it, but you get here with the sharp edge like that, just tear skin off. And my dad was a master at it. My granddad was even worse. I played with my granddad when I was 14 or 15, even in his 60s, just leather, just tearing it apart.
I've always felt like that was a stupid game.
It is a stupid game, but hey, what are a bunch of rednecks in the backwoods of the Appalachian Mountains supposed to do?
We played it all the time in middle school.
Dumbasses. We never did it on Sunday because that was God's day, and plus, football day too. After we were done at church, we would all go home and watch football games. My dad would root against the Cowboys, as would I. My cousin Josh would root for the Cowboys, and we tell him how stupid he was for rooting for the Cowboys. But in the 90s, the Cowboys were a dynasty, so it was kind of hard to say they suck whenever they were winning Super Bowls. But all in all, though, yeah, just remembering that stuff from my childhood just got me just damn. But yeah, this whole conversation started by my dad. I literally watched my dad eat 4 straight plates of breakfast food at Shoney's nonstop. Just and then just go back and get another plate. And then eventually it got so bad to the point where Mom was like, Brian, we really need to get back on the road. He's like, all right, dang it, one more, half a plate. I'll get half a plate this time. And he still wasn't done. I'm just like, how? Where does he put it? But yeah, the whole thing just reminded me of that. Anyway, Gravity Falls, Bottomless Pit. I forget what this one's about. Probably a bottomless pit. Anyway, let's get this up on screen. Let's have a watch.
I also just now realized that their weather vane says what.
There are many great pits, but none more bottomless than the bottomless.
You just noticed
pit,
that?
Which, as you can see here, is bottomless.
Oh.
Question: is it bottomless?
Insert ominous wind and music.
Some sort of invisible pushing force.
Quick, everyone back to the shack! I'm not done getting rid of these yet.
Uncle Stan, no!
Well done, Stan.
Rip.
Yeah.
Goats like monster dumbasses.
You dumbasses! That's the weird thing.
Anyone want to scream some more?
Where are we?
We're somewhere where it looks like we're nowhere.
Well, it looks like we're down here for the long haul. Who wants to see some card tricks? Ta-da!
Hey, maybe we should pass the time by telling stories.
It's called The Time Grunkle Stan Got Us All Thrown into a Bottomless Pit where we spent the rest of our natural lives.
Go on.
Come on, Zipper, you can do
Damn
better
it,
than
Seuss.
that.
Fine.
Spin the pig! Hey, Grunkle Stan, ever kissed a pig before?
I'm not gonna answer that question.
I think I just got bit by a snake. I need you to get me to a hospital. Hey, I remember you. Your robot almost killed me.
Come here, follow me into this dark, dangerous alley.
It's not the first time a homeless person has said that to me.
Salter and tonic. You can run, but I'll still be in your nightmares.
This will really fix my voice. Thanks.
Good morning, Dipper. I did it. I did it. This is my voice now. I sound awesome. Sound awesome.
I knew my voice has changed, but this is weird. Weird and bad. Mabel, no like.
How you diddly doing, Zeus?
Kill it! Kill it!
What gives, man?
Now you sound like some kind of weird commercial dude.
I'll find Stan. He'll like my new voice. You'll see. I'll be right back after these messages. I mean, goodbye. Grunkle Stan. Aye.
There's a prank caller on the loose. Let's get him. Yeah.
Oh, hell.
Oh.
Whoa!
It was ridiculous, wasn't it?
Dipper Pines. That's me.
This
Pines.
is dedicated to my brother. Dipper, your voice is one of a kind.
Dude, I've never heard anything like it. Remix over.
So what did you do with the rest of that potion?
I dumped it in Stan's coffee.
Any of you kids seen my girdle? Where my girdle at? What's so funny? I'm Grunkle Stan.
Really? Okay. This story is called Seuss's Really Great Pinball Story. Is that a good title? They have to be like puns or whatever?
Nah.
If I do this, I'll go down in pinball history with the likes of Sal, Gaff, and of course, Pooh.
Have you ever tried maybe just tilting the machine?
I don't know, dudes. Isn't breaking the rules like against the rules? This totally beats my old best moment.
You cheated. I'm gonna tilt you.
Oh yeah? Well, take this! Ow! And this! Ow, it hurts! I wish this was working better. Oh, dude! Zeus!
Dang it, Seuss.
Get yourselves ready.
Are either of you good at jumping up and down and making annoying noises?
My time has come.
All right,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
go, Seuss. Seuss?
So are you, like, doing anything later, or...?
Something ain't right here.
Distraction! Distraction!
Let me see where this is going. Yippee-tie-yi, what? Where are you? Darn it, I wish I had a neck.
Seuss, are you out of your...
There y'all are. Get ready to meet your maker, kids. My maker is Ballway Games in Redmond, Washington.
Wow.
Goodbye, high score!
Well, here's the thing, Seuss. You can just get the new high score because now the high score thing is
zero.
empty.
Yep.
It's called Grunkle Stan Wins the Football Bowl. Thank you for building me, Daddy. I love you, Stan.
Boo! Come on.
Boo.
What? That story was great. This attraction is gonna make me a fortune. Easy with that bear, corduroy. I need him in showroom condition.
Oh, crap.
Talking.
I'm gonna teach this bear to drive. And the yellow light means speed up. Uh-oh. Why, it's right here inside my jacket. There you go.
Well, I can't argue with Dr. Medicine.
He needs to stop lying.
I know, but how do we stop him?
Maybe you should check Dipper's journal. Oink, oink.
Say oink one more time.
Oink, oink.
Waddles, you genius! Buried beneath a tree stump in the deep forest are truth teeth, which force upon the wearer an inability to lie.
That sounds nasty.
That sounds horrible. Although, you know one thing that I would love to do with a set of truth teeth? I would love to give that to, like, the presidential candidates. And just be like...
We wouldn't have an election if you did that.
Like, here you go. Clap. It's like, all right, what is your plan? My plan is to ruin everyone's lives and pretend that I'm doing something good. Oh,
Make
shit.
lots of money. My goal is to crack $500K a year.
My goal is to never legalize cannabis and, in truth, put more people in prison so that we can have even more free labor.
Like I said, you wouldn't have an election if they told the truth.
Exactly. That's the problem.
You ask if I have a plan, and well, I mean, the truth is I don't like to lie, so I don't really have one. A plan. I don't have a plan.
There is no plan.
Plan is I'm running for president.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. We've been on that. What's your next plan?
Oh, God.
My plan is to be reelected and to continue making
terrible decisions.
Yeah, basically nothing happened. Like,
yeah. It's like, if you elect me president, nothing will change. But you're in the different party. Are you sure about that? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, pay numbers, please.
All right. Back to it.
What? Mabel?
Quick question. What happened to Dipper's spaghetti plate?
I ate it because I have little to no concern for other people's possessions or emotions. Usually I spend the hour aggressively scratching myself in places I shouldn't mention. Now I'm going to avoid making eye contact by pretending to read this newspaper and go to the bathroom without washing my hands.
Ew.
Oh, that was disturbing. Uncle Stan, why did you write this?
Because I regularly commit massive tax fraud.
Might want to tuck that one away there.
Oh no! Is life just some kind of horrific joke without a punchline? That we're all just biding our time until the sweet, sweet release of death?
Yes.
Way to be nihilistic there, Uncle Stan.
You see, I lied to you. In addition, I've been parking in handicapped spaces, shoplifting fireworks, and smuggling endangered animals across multiple state lines. Also, you're fat.
Sirs, I have to be completely and totally honest with you. Our great Uncle Stan is...
Going senile. Just... Oh.
Stan is... secretly a crime fiction writer!
Hello, police station? Yeah, I forgot to tell him about my tax fraud. No, tax fraud. Ow! What's gotten into you kids?
Ah!
And I never
There's the
saw
tie
that box
around.
full of magical teeth again. Oh wait, there it is.
Oh, sweet, my shoes.
Where are we?
Look! The shack!
See you in a little bit, Grunkle Stan. What? You expecting
I'd
something?
be taking a nap. I'd be like, well, I'm going to sleep. This is about the most comfortable sleep you're ever going to get. Looks a little cold, though. The wind blowing.
What? You expect something different?
This is stupid.
Indeed, indeed.
Awesome.
So yeah.
I like that ending. This is stupid.
This is stupid. Took the words right out of my mouth, Stan. So yeah, the bottomless pit, not really bottomless. Instead, it's just instead it's an impasse that just like shoots you right back out. And yeah, the whole thing with the like bottomless pits, it's like, oh, it's a bottomless pit. No, because if it's on Earth, there's literally, unless there's like a statistical anomaly at the bottom of it that literally like shoots into space. Yeah, this is not a bottomless pit.
Yeah, they even showed what a bottomless pit would actually be like. If it was from one hole in the Earth all the way down to the other side of the Earth, if you jumped in, you actually wouldn't make it to the other side because the time you got down in there so far past the middle, gravity would reverse and you would no longer be falling the same direction.
Oh yeah, you'd literally. That's one thing about. There's actually a story I read a long time ago. It's about these two brothers. They were on this little. It was a little labyrinth that they found, and they walked on this path. And when they walked on the path and they got to the end, all of a sudden the centerpiece of the labyrinth opened up. And when they jumped in, they went in, and around them, how you're falling down a straight hole. It's like you look down and all that. Well, instead the hole turns, and instead of them falling, instead they start flying towards the other end. And it's just it was an interesting story. But yeah, the whole thing with it was just how gravity turned around, and instead of them falling, they were literally like flying towards the exit.
Yeah,
it was pretty cool. Not gonna lie, but
this looks fun.
Yeah, these is a the concept of like a bottomless pit. I think is pretty funny, but still just not really possible. And plus, I can imagine like the very moment you get to like the mantle, you're gonna melt. You're just gonna
if you
you're just gonna like.
You wouldn't even get that close. You wouldn't get near that close.
No. Well, yeah, like 2 miles in, or like 2 miles away from the mantle in the crust, you would still be, sheesh, that's craziness. But overall, yeah, this Grunkle Stan as well, just like sitting there, just like in the darkness, just like staring into our souls, just like, this is stupid. I hate everything. It's sort of like how I feel some days. But, alright. I guess that's going to do it for that episode. That was Season 1, Episode 14, Bottomless Pit. Hopefully you all enjoyed, and I guess until next time, signing off, I'm Nate.
I am Nick.
And I'm Jacob.
We'll see you then, everybody. Peace out. This is stupid. I hate everything.